Hello everyone, in this video I will be discussing the project titled Fusion of Sensor and RSSI Data in Collaborative Localization of IoT Devices. The starting point of this project was last year. We had a project that was working on creating a heat map for players in the soccer field for data analysis of the game itself. So essentially the problem we have at hand, we have what we call anchors, so some devices at the edges of the soccer field, and we have some players, so maybe this is a player of interest and we want to know his location when he took the shot, or what is his heat map, where is he on the field during the game. Now in order to do this, you see nowadays that players are equipped with some gear that are for analytics, so they have this vest that they wear and the sensor is essentially usually on their backs. So we have implemented such type or a sensor that can do this, and this sensor that what we have has on it attached an accelerometer. So an accelerometer is able to assess direction. So you're going to move right, move left, move back, move forward. Now, in order to do localization, the available data that we have is the received signal strength. So the received signal strength is a function of how close you are to the 4 anchors we have in this field, and using this information you can assess roughly where is the location of the player. But you can also use the accelerometer, which will give you the direction of motion. So for example, because the radio signal strength fluctuates, then maybe you are in this location and then it fluctuates, then the estimator will guess that you are in this location next. But this is erroneous, since this is not possible that you can move from this location to this location in this amount of time, and therefore we can use the accelerometer data just to assess relatively. Maybe you are next to this point, or maybe you have moved in this direction. So we try to insert the intelligence of the accelerometer to try to guess, in addition to the RSSI, about your location. Now, if you want to improve the accuracy of the localization, then the word switch to Arabic here, but in any case, the word fusion means that you're going to combine two different types of data. So the accelerometer data will give me an indication, the RSSI readings will give me another type of data, and you're going to try to fuse them to come up with a better estimate. Another approach is that you can increase the number of anchors. So instead of having 4 anchors over here, you can have 1 over here and 1 over here, 6 anchors. And one of the questions where the word collaborative comes is that can we use actually the other players in the field to be anchors themselves? Now, what does this mean? It means that if I want to localize this player over here and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 anchors, then I can use, if I have a reliable estimation of the location of this player, so for a reason or another, I am sure that this player localization is accurate enough, then I can use the relation or the received signal between these 2 players over here to improve the accuracy of this guy over here. So this guy over here, instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4 anchors where I know their exact location, I can assume that this is a 5th anchor, but with some tolerance in its error. Hopefully it is a low amount of error. So this is the idea of collaborative here. And since the field could have up to 22 players, then maybe I can use these 22 players who have these sensors or these transmission capabilities connected to them to improve the localization of each other. So what are the tools we will be using in the project? We will be using Arduino for programming the devices or the sensors. Actually, the hardware is already there, so we already have the hardware necessary, so no electronics there. Python and machine learning to apply the proposed machine learning algorithms to improve the localization technique. And we're going to be testing this over the soccer field, the small one, the grass soccer field, which is next to the tennis court. I think it's court number 9. So this concludes the discussion of this project.